Hello and welcome to the Bearded Hammer YouTube channel. I am the Bearded Hammer. My name is Ian. I'm here to talk about everything West Ham. Now, the two players on the screen at the moment, this guy over here, Skamaka, what a striker he's going to be for us, and this guy over here, Maxwell Cornet, also brilliant. If you like both those players, make sure you're subscribed to the channel because they would appreciate it, as would I. We've signed another player as well, Mr. Keher. The German defender from PSG, £10.5 million. And he looked all right when he came on, didn't he? He looked determined, he looked strong, he looked fast. So solid lineup for us in defence. Obviously, we've got Ogbonna, Agurd, Zuma, Dawson, and now Keher. And Johnson can play there as well. It's all looking up. It's all looking up. We're getting a little bit of strength in depth. So this European Conference League, I think, could be ours this season. But we'll wait and see. So these two guys, I think, will start. I think they will start against Brighton, as well as Keher. I'd put him alongside Zuma, and we're starting to get a really good sort of spine of the team with Rice in front of them. Souček is one player at the minute I'm not too sure on. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below on Souček. I think he's playing a little bit of that deeper role. He has been making some late runs this season. But the first season we see Declan Rice sitting very deep. And Souček was allowed to make those sort of free rein runs forward, which is why he was scoring goals, getting on the end of crosses. Last season, I think there was a little bit of a switch. They back and forth a little bit. But Souček was that player who sat a little bit deeper, and Rice was going forward. We've seen him run forward with the ball more, which is good. But it's almost like that balance between Gerrard and Lampard. They couldn't quite get it, so they could both take it in turns in one game. It never quite clicked. So I don't know whether we need a slight change of system to play free. So we have one player sitting and giving Souček and Rice the ability to roam around the pitch. And that player, I think, would be Flynn Dowes. Part of me wants to get Moyes to play him instead of Souček, because out of the top 5 leagues in Europe, he was playing for Swansea last year. Best pass completion for a midfielder out of everybody. So, in that sense, why is he not playing? Get that creativity going. Now, the other hard choice that we're going to have is Cornet or Benrahma. Are we going to start playing 2 up top, Cornet playing slightly further forward? Because Benrahma's been on form this season, and I bet Moyes hates it because I don't think he quite fancies it. I think the idea of Benrahma was really good. He's taken a little while to settle, but this season he's been phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Do you play Benrahma in the middle, or do you let him out on the wing and let him sort of run freely? His game is to run at defenders, use a bit of skill, which is not really David Moyes' game plan. Give him a little bit of freedom, David. Give him a little bit of freedom. We all like to be excited. And I think that will do us well. Obviously, we've been linked with Emerson Palmieri from Chelsea. He's not really played many games at Chelsea, I don't believe. But looks solid. From what I've seen, from what I can recall of seeing him play around Europe on loans, he's all right. You know, we've got Cresswell, we've got Cornet who could play there. Ben Johnson can play there. To get a proper left back, I think he's going to be good. Cresswell's injured, playing a lot of games. He's getting older. We've got some cover. We've got a lot of games. I think if we win, if we get to the final of every tournament we're in, it's something like 75 games this season. So we do need that strength in depth, we're almost at the point where we've got 2 decent players in every position, and we'll get into that as the transfer window closes. We know what our signings are. We know what our squad is. We'll do a video on our squad depth and how good it is this year. We've signed, I think, 7 players so far. Emerson Palmieri may make 8. And we've also entered the race for Scott McTominay, allegedly. I mean, I'd have him. He's not the best. He's not the worst. But he likes to be challenged, and he's a bit of a workhorse. So, I mean, decent signing as well if we can get him at the right price, and that's the key thing, at the right price. We've done well with our signings so far. But we're playing Brighton. Bit of an odd one, Brighton. Overall, we have won 18 games against them. We've drawn 20, lost 19. Now, there's been several times where I've been in a pub watching it with a load of Brighton fans. I don't know where they come from. They just they appear to pop up all over the world. One was in Portugal, one was in Spain when we played them. And it's at those times that we tend to lose. Luckily, I'm not in a foreign land, but it has been 10 games since we beat them. They've lost a few good players this season, but they seem to be doing well still. We need some points on the board. We definitely need some points on the board. I think over on the FTTV podcast, I predicted 2-2, but for this game, I think we need to win. We need to grind out a win, and I would take 2-1 at this point. It's going to be a long season if we don't have a win in the first 3 games. I know the Manchester City game is sort of a write-off. We played well, but it was a write-off. Nottingham Forest were playing the occasion, and they turned up. The first home game in the Premier League in, I think, it's 2 decades. So if that's the case, we could have played all game and not scored. But Brighton, we need to beat Brighton. They are a little bit of our bogey club, but we need to beat them, get some points on the board before it is a relegation battle and we start living in that title. But yeah, so I think that these 2 guys on the screen will start definitely. And 4 nows in the middle, either side of... I tell you what, let's go from goalkeeper. Lucas Fabianski, we know he's going to start over Areola in the Premier League. Cresswell, Kelleher, Zuma, Soufal in the defence. Soufal, it was a toss-up between Ben Johnson and Soufal. They're both very good players. Both have been playing very well, but I think Soufal will get the tip of the hat. Midfield, Rice and Souček, I think, will start, but I want to see Flynn Dow starting there. And then I think we're going to get Cornet, Benrahma, Bowen, Scamacca. Although I think Antonio will start because David Moyes. But I think Scamacca should start and Antonio should be that impact sub. Let me know what you think the starting lineup should be in the comment section below. Make sure you're subscribed to the Bearded Hammer YouTube channel, and we will see you after the transfer window is closed. Until then, take care.